Here's more wrestling news for November 18th, 2025. Your headlines for this afternoon include what WWE really expects from 3-hour SmackDown in 2026, Zack Ryder secures new WWE deal after SmackDown return, WWE management's real view on Javon Evans revealed, fan ejected at Full Sail, TNA apologizes after Outrage, Goldberg sparks buzz among WWE fans, Kyle Fletcher files back at Stevie Richards over Logan Paul debate, and more. SmackDown's return to a 3-hour format in 2026 may end up being short-lived, and it appears WWE is fully aware of that. Brian Alvarez reported that sources inside the company have indicated the extended runtime will only be in place for a limited period next year before WWE quietly shifts the show back to its usual 2-hour structure. This wouldn't be the first time the Blue Brand experimented with a longer broadcast. In 2025, SmackDown expanded to 3 hours in January, only to revert back to 2 hours by July. For fans who found the longer format exhausting, it seems they may not have to sit through another full year of extended episodes in 2026. As of now, neither WWE nor USA Network has officially confirmed the time change for the upcoming year. If the shift does happen, it would take effect just before the road to WrestleMania begins, leading into the Royal Rumble on January 31st from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The decision also comes at a time when viewership for all wrestling programs has been affected by Nielsen's new Big Data Plus panel measurement system. With the company preparing for another major year and fan fatigue already a concern, SmackDown's 3-hour experiment may once again be a temporary one. After more than 5 years away, Zack Ryder finally made his WWE main roster return last Friday on SmackDown, entering the Last Time Is Now tournament. His comeback immediately sparked questions about whether a new deal with the company might be in the works, and new reports suggest there has indeed been movement behind the scenes. Ryder had not been seen in WWE since 2020 when he was released during the COVID-19 pandemic. Earlier this year, he briefly resurfaced on NXT during the TNA Invasion storyline, but that appearance came under his Matt Cardona persona. Despite taking a photo with Triple H for social media, that moment was a one-off, and Cardona remained a free agent. However, according to Fightful Select, WWE and Cardona have since reached a different kind of agreement. While he is still not signed to a traditional WWE contract, he has reportedly agreed to a merchandise deal with the company. That arrangement explains why a brand new Zack Ryder t-shirt recently appeared on WWE's official online shop. As of now, there are 3 Zack Ryder shirts available for purchase, all marked as most popular and special event items, signaling strong demand from fans eager to see Ryder represented in WWE merchandise once again. With Ryder back on television and officially tied to the company through merchandising, it'll be interesting to see whether this limited agreement eventually opens the door to something bigger. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. Javon Evans isn't just gaining momentum, he's rapidly becoming one of the names WWE simply can't ignore. His rise has sparked internal discussions, earned respect from locker room veterans, and positioned him as a standout performer for WWE's next generation. According to new reports from Bodyslam.net, WWE officials see something truly special in Evans. The report notes, multiple executives in WWE believe that Javon Evans is not only the present, but the future of WWE. Praise of that level is rare, and it lines up with what unfolded at an NXT live event last week. Sheamus, a multi-time world champion known for his no-nonsense mentality, stopped the show to publicly put Evans over. He didn't just highlight Evans' athletic ability, he endorsed him as someone who has earned respect through hard work and consistency. Evans' momentum doesn't stop there. He faced a major name on Raw last night, Gunther, and although Gunther ultimately secured the win, Evans came out of the match looking like a star. WWE doesn't place just anyone in a spot connected to Cena's farewell run. The decision alone signals how strongly the company views Evans' long-term potential. With major backing from executives, vocal support from veterans, and a marquee tournament match on the horizon, Evans is being positioned for something big. Do you think Javon Evans is ready to join WWE's next wave of top stars, or does he still need time to develop in NXT? Share your thoughts below. There's been a positive turn in the situation involving Jacob Cohen's removal from a recent TNA taping. 2 days after he was unexpectedly escorted out of the November 15th event at Full Sail University, Cohen shared a major update on how things unfolded behind the scenes. On November 17th, Cohen revealed that he had spoken directly with TNA officials regarding the incident and received a formal apology. He posted on X, "I had a call with TNA officials this morning. They apologized for what happened and have taken a few steps to remedy the situation so issues like this don't occur in the future." Cohen also expressed appreciation for how the company addressed the matter once the dust settled, offering a more conciliatory tone. "It's easy to make a mistake. I appreciate them taking steps to fix it." He then thanked fans and members of the wrestling community who reached out after the situation gained widespread attention online, repeating his gratitude to emphasize how much the support meant to him. "I also want to thank everyone that has reached out to me with kind words over the last 36 hours. I'm sincerely grateful for each and every one of you." With TNA acknowledging the mistake and committing to improving how similar circumstances are handled in the future, it seems the situation has been smoothed over. For Cohen at least, the door with TNA appears to once again be open. Goldberg found himself trending for the wrong reasons after reports surfaced that he walked out of a private signing with KNS WrestleFest at Big Event New York on November 15th. The initial reaction painted him as unprofessional, but new information from the event promoter reveals a very different version of events. In a now-deleted Facebook post, a fan commented to Tom Unger, the promoter of Big Event New York, claiming that Goldberg's behavior confirmed long-standing rumors. "You're a great vendor. Sounds like Goldberg is a jackass. Maybe the rumors were true." Unger immediately pushed back, shutting down the accusation and defending Goldberg's conduct. He clarified that Goldberg did absolutely nothing wrong, explaining that the WWE Hall of Famer signed autographs for fans for 5 straight hours and only left because he had a flight to catch. According to Unger, the real issue stemmed from Ken, the owner of KNS WrestleFest, who accepted money from fans for autographs despite never securing a contract with Goldberg. Big Event New York had already informed KNS that Goldberg would only sign their items if he had extra time after completing the commitments for Tom's customers. Unger made it clear that KNS was never guaranteed anything and should not be acting like they were blindsided. He also criticized them for taking mail-in orders without confirming whether those items could actually be signed. He stated, "No, he wasn't. He signed for the fans for 5 hours straight and had to leave because he had a flight to catch. Ken wasn't guaranteed anything. I told him that if we had time, we would get his items done. He shouldn't be posting all of this acting like the victim. This was my deal, and my customers come first. He shouldn't have taken mail orders from all of you without knowing if they would get done." With Unger's clarification, the narrative has shifted significantly. What initially looked like Goldberg walking out on fans now appears to be the result of mismanagement by KNS WrestleFest, who later deleted their post blaming Goldberg. As more fans learn the full story, opinions are changing, and the situation is beginning to reflect better on Goldberg. Hopefully, this clears the air and prevents similar controversies from arriving in the future. Stevie Richards sparked major debate recently when he claimed Logan Paul is better than everybody in AEW, and even went as far as saying the YouTuber-turned-wrestler is better than 98% of the WWE roster as well. The comments lit up the wrestling world, and now AEW TNT champion Kyle Fletcher has stepped in with a strong response of his own. Speaking to TMZ's Inside the Ring, Fletcher questioned whether Richards truly stands by the statement, but made it clear how personally he feels about it. "I don't know if he believes that wholeheartedly. If he does, like I said, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I think that opinion is bullshit personally." Fletcher emphasized that AEW's talent roster speaks for itself, pointing to the level of in-ring quality the company delivers week after week. "I think the roster that we have at AEW, the matches that you see on a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly basis, I'm astounded. I can't even keep up. I watch one match that I go, that's the best match I've seen this year. And then the next week I'll see another match that I think is the best match this year. It's an absolutely absurd claim to make." Despite pushing back hard on Richards' comments, Fletcher wasn't dismissive of Logan Paul's talent. In fact, he gave the former US champion plenty of credit for how quickly he's adapted to pro wrestling. "No hate on Logan Paul doing great stuff. Good for you. He's been in the business 5 years, if that, so the level that he's performing at is insane. Do I think he's better than Kenny Omega? Will Ospreay? Not a fucking chance." Fletcher went on to explain that some veterans struggle to evolve with the modern style of wrestling, which can influence how they view the current generation. "I think that whatever they did is the best way it can be done. And I think a lot of people in wrestling feel like that. And it's just not true. The business is constantly evolving, constantly changing." He even floated a brief thought experiment, imagining his matches with Will Ospreay being shown to fans from before the year 2000 and how drastically different wrestling would look to them. Kyle Fletcher's response effectively throws cold water on the idea that Logan Paul has already surpassed AEW's top talents. While Richards sees a crossover star who's already reached elite status, Fletcher sees an outsider being pushed too far up the conversation too soon. Would you side with Stevie Richards or Kyle Fletcher on this one? Share your thoughts below. For all of our subscribers, don't miss the 9 a.m. Eastern video we dropped earlier today. Smash that bell icon and select all notifications so you're always in the loop.